the aisle. So let's bring in our Friday political panel. I'm joined by Democratic strategist David Carlucci, Republican strategist and NewsNation political contributor Denise Grace Gitsham. Denise, David, thank you both so much for your time this Friday. Denise, we'll start with you. There's already pushback on this MOU, including from Republicans. Senator Ted Cruz is saying he thinks the president is receiving poor advice. Senator Bill Cassidy says Reagan is rolling over in his grave. I'd like to listen to some of what we've heard from Senator Tom Cotton.
I do have concerns that certain aspects of this deal are a step in the wrong direction. For instance, we're going to lift sanctions on Iran's oil exports right away. And based on their pre-war rates of production and recent prices for a barrel of oil, you're looking at somewhere between $150 and $200 million a day. So that's $4.5 billion to $6 billion every single month. That's a lot of money. And we know that this terrorist revolutionary regime is not going to spend that money on daycares or on hospital. They're going to use it to rebuild their drone stockpiles, their missiles, to fund Hamas.
All right. So, Denise, as you know, we tend to see a unified party line from Republicans. What are your thoughts not only on this memorandum of understanding, but on this very public Republican pushback?
You know, I think that a lot of this pushback has been latent. It has been quiet. A lot of people have felt this way for a while, but they weren't speaking because they were waiting to see how this played out. And truthfully, I think it's still too early to tell. We do not know how this is going to play out. All we know is the facts that we had coming into this at this point, because nobody has signed anything that is actually going to stick. We're not certain if an MOU framework is even going to be what we end up with or anywhere close. But what we do know, and what we should all keep in mind as the 30,000-foot takeaway, is that Iran has been waging asymmetric warfare on the U.S. and our allies. And that is something no president had ever confronted. We looked the other way as Iran continued to grow unholy alliances with our avowed enemies in Russia and China. And that strength that they built up in our willingness to look the other way and not address this threat head on is exactly what led us to this point today. And that's why I'm grateful that the president actually stood up and did something that everyone had always talked about needing to be done, but never did. Is it going to be messy? Of course it's going to be messy. These are not rational actors. This is like Captain Obvious speaking, right? But we have to keep trudging forward, and it's going to be gross and it's going to be messy. And we have to keep focused on the only goal that matters, which is keeping a nuclearized Iran at bay.
All right. So, David, over to you now. I mean, the vice president is now no longer traveling to Switzerland. He was supposed to be there today for those in-person negotiations. Both sides now saying it's canceled. Earlier, he responded to more criticism of the deal. I'd like to listen to that.
I guess I would say to anybody, any of the critics, is number one, have a little bit of faith in the president of the United States. The idea that he is going to strike a deal that's been bad for the American people, it's preposterous. He is the person who's had the courage to fundamentally transform our relationship with Iran and with a lot of other countries over the last year and a half. He believes in this deal. He is going to see it to completion.
And so, again, David, I mean, we're hearing criticism not only from Democrats, but from Republicans. What are your thoughts on that, about the MOU overall? I mean, do you think we're in a better place now than we were 4 months ago?
Well, absolutely not. No one can say we're in a better position. And even the vice president, he's saying, look, we don't really know what's going on. Just trust the president because he's going to work out a deal. Yeah, sure. Trust the president. The Americans want to see the fine print. We all want to see the fine print. The idea that somehow we've made the situation better is preposterous. We now have the Strait of Hormuz closed. We've given Iran tremendous leverage. Everyone knows that. That's why this polling, the numbers you're showing, are plummeting. Because, yes, we would all like to trust the president, but he has spoken out of both sides of his mouth on a daily basis for the past few months. We don't know what the deal is. I hear my friend saying the number one goal is to not have nuclear weapons. Well, why did you rip up the deal that we already had, that Obama signed? Now we're going backwards, and everyone knows it. And on top of it, all these bad things we're saying about Iran, and now we're going to allow them to sell oil. We're going to allow them to gain over $5 billion a month. On top of that, we're going to give them $300 billion. I mean, this is crazy. And anyone that supported the president on this America First agenda is really trying to figure out what's going on, trying to give the president the benefit of the doubt. But even Republican senators can't do that because they don't know how to. So it is just a real debacle. I think this is going to go down as one of the horrible foreign policy decisions for multiple reasons. But the biggest is that we never understood what was going on. The president never took the time to get allies on board. And now he's even trying to blame Israel. I mean, this is what this president does. All he does is find someone to blame and do that, not fix the problem, but pass the blame. And the American public is sick and tired of it.